Hello you guys, welcome back to another video. I wish I can say that I'm super excited to be filming today's video, but I'm kind of not, because today's video is going to be me reading 3 holiday Christmas romances and telling you guys whether or not I think they're cringe or binge. I ended up getting this video idea from Haley, who's a popular booktuber. I love watching her videos. She did something like this last year and it gave me the bright idea to do it this year. I have All I Want Is You by Fallon Ballard. I'm going to start with just because it's a shorter read out of all 3 books and I feel like that's perfect right now. I feel like I could fly through it honestly within today. The next book following that book that I want to read is The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. She's popular for her other 2 books as well, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe and The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I haven't ever read any of her books, so this is going to be my first impression of Lori Gilmore. And then I'm going to end the book off with reading How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. I'm excited because this is the book that I was looking forward to the most, just because I've heard that it's that fake dating trope and I love fake dating. It's one of my favorite tropes in romance. That concludes the 3 books that I'm going to be getting into for this video. So let's just settle down with my cozy Christmas blanket and get into All I Want Is You by Fallon Ballard. Okay guys, sorry in advance if the lighting is really bad. We all know it starts to get darker earlier in the day and by 4 p.m. the sun is completely gone and this is the best lighting I can get right now. But I have to give you guys an update because I have officially finished All I Want Is You by Fallon Ballard. Surprisingly enough, I finished this and I'm already 40% in through The Christmas Tree by Lori Gilmore. So I want to give you guys my final thoughts and opinions on this book and say it straight off the bat that I think All I Want Is You is binge worthy. For a couple reasons. The first one being that this book is only 242 pages long. I feel like this is the perfect quick Christmas romance read. Second reason that I'm gonna say that this book is binge worthy is for the simple fact that I felt the Christmas vibes radiating off of this book. Every page that I read, I felt like I was in this small town. You learn about Jessica and Nick, and just the high stakes. Like, they're in close space together. They haven't seen each other in 5 years after they broke up. She doesn't even know why he broke up with her. They're both at this huge romance writer event and they're both romance writers. They're both romance authors. This blanket's slowly sliding off my head. And I loved their romance. I don't know if I gave you guys my rating, which is where I wanted to start off, but if I didn't, I gave this book a 3.75. Only thing from being a 4-star read, like the only thing, because other than that, I feel like I would have really given this book a 4 stars. A miscommunication trope that is actually in this book. I am not a big fan of miscommunication. You guys can probably already guess where that miscommunication was in this book, but I'm just not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of what it did to both characters. This book built up these 2 characters in a way where you love and adore them so much that when you read this one part of the book where all the miscommunication just followed in, you're just wondering, like, that's Jessica and Nick? They did that? They did that? They said that? They went through that? It just made me look at the characters differently and I wasn't too fond of that. So for that reason, I did dock off a few points, but nonetheless, this book is binge worthy. Okay guys, it is officially day 2 of reading 3 Christmas romance books and telling you guys whether or not I think they're cringeworthy or binge-worthy. And we have officially finished The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore, so it took me 2 days. I started it last night after finishing All I Want Is You by Fallon Ballard. And I finished it today pretty late into the afternoon. I'm not going to start this book until tomorrow, which is going to make 3 days going into this challenge, because I had to take a lot of breaks from this book, which may lead you to a conclusion, and if it has led you to the conclusion of me saying this book is cringe-worthy, then it has led you to the right place. I am gonna say this is my first Lori Gilmore book, and I just think it's cute. Could go without it. I could have gone without it. I could have gone without reading it. Where do I start? I simply could just not connect with Kira and Bennett. I hated both their characters, if I'm being quite literally honest. That's big when it's a romance book and it's literally these 2 characters. I feel like the story was really drawn out and it really breaks my heart because it was really drawn out for me to just not feel any chemistry between Kira and Bennett. I didn't feel their romance at all. I felt like it flatlined for me a lot of times. It honestly felt like they were just hookup buddies the entire book, and then it just ended in them having true feelings for each other, and I don't agree. I don't think it's there. I don't think it's real. I especially did not like the female main character in this romance book at all. Her attitude was stank, to say the least, and I don't agree with the reasons of Bennett and what he does and why he does it. When a book is over and I'm glad it's over, that's when I know it's not like my favorite book. And yeah, 2.5 stars. I just feel like it's cute. That's it. It's cute. You could read it if you want. But now that that's over, I can officially now say that it's time to read our last book